listen.
You know what's wrong with the world today.
Kim.
It's just not right. It's not proper.
Kim.
It's not your grandma's radio show.
Where's it going to stop?
Well, it ain't going to stop, believe me. It ain't. It's just going to keep on going and growing and growing and going and growing and going. Now, my next guest is a funny little story about this one. Again, we had a little bit of time putting it together, but the artist's name is K. Okay? The artist's name is K. Let's get that sort of like gone and done and sort of finished with. Now, the producer and songwriter behind this is a guy called Nathan Ratcliffe. Okay, so the difference there, because I got confused. I thought K was, but no. Nathan Ratcliffe is the writer, producer, and K is the artist. Now, Nathan, he started out writing lyrics around the age of 11. Again, it's sort of time I started as well. It's funny how these things are, similar stories. And then he pursued to self-train himself to play the piano by the time he was 16 or so. So, having done that, lyrics, piano, very musically minded, and he must have been at the time when, all this digital stuff is out, because, of course, Nathan is not that very old. He's very young, even at the time as we speak. He decided to build his own home studio. Now, while he was doing that, in between most probably putting a knob here and a knob there and a wire here, he taught himself to play the guitar. Now, that is nice. I taught myself to play guitar as well, from a book. So, he did that as well. So now, he's 17, he's writing and producing music. As far as I can see here, his influences are Gary Barlow, don't know where he fits into it actually, because the rest is Elton John, AC/DC, The Who and Pink Floyd. Now if you're around Pink Floyd kind of stuff, well, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of stuff to learn from there. It's a shame he hasn't mentioned the Beatles in there really, because before Pink Floyd there were the Beatles, and before Elton John there were the Beatles, but never mind. Maybe he didn't realise that a lot of people learned from the Beatles and it went on, but no, it's okay. Pink Floyd is fine, and AC/DC is even finer, but okay. So, writing pop and rock at the beginning did not satisfy the young dude, this Nathan Ratcliffe. So, he's diverse, and now he's into like all kinds of genres, and which is good, which means it gives him an open mind. And I like artists, musicians with open minds. This is wonderful for me. Nice to meet you, Nathan Ratcliffe. Now, this is a track called Growing Up that we're going to play here on the Fatsa Fatsa show. And as I said earlier, the artist is K. Releasing you from your suffering of going backwards and forwards and allowing you to move on.
I was a cheeky little shit. Had an answer for anything that anybody ever said. Running around crazy like a Power Ranger in my head. Sitting on my PS1 before we had an Xbox. WWF, putting Stone Cold in a headlock. I was just a crazy kid, causing trouble everywhere. The number one reason that my dad was losing hair. I remember playing Pokemon, collecting all the cards. If you think you're fucking hard, then come and battle chat with us. Walking down to the shop to get a 20p. Mix a bag of Space Raiders and a bar of Toffee. And getting back to my house, chilling out and watching telly. Slowly getting tired and my eyes are getting heavy. Mama talking to me, can't hear a single word they said. Fall asleep on the sofa and I wake up in my bed.
I remember growing up, I remember getting older. All the fun I've had has helped my life today. It doesn't matter what I
was just a kid born in December, the year 1986. I used to play with sticks, pretend I was army, run around making gun sounds, dressed in khaki. Before parties and I knew what drinking was. Back in the day when a game of Tig was boss, and I was pissed off because I lost my pogs. And when 10 pence used to be the cost of the frogs, and the top fired off a tube filled with Smarties, and I was only upset when I killed my time I got cheap. Before Facebook and before the internet, when we had to leave the house to go and see our friends. I remember when I had no funds, and if I needed cash, I just asked my mum. If I behaved badly, my dad would backhand me. Whenever I used the F word like Gordon Ramsay, and the Sonic games were actually decent, and being robotic was my greatest achievement. All that changed, I'm on a 9 till 5. Being a kid really is the best time of your life.
I remember growing up, I remember getting older. All the fun I've had has helped my life today. It doesn't matter what I've done, it's made me who I am. So I'm gonna keep on moving on.
Nice one for both of them there, Kate. There's old guitar coming in there from old Nathan. All the time he spent on this is well spent. It's nice. Does say some truths, actually. Yes, it does. Does say some truths there. That is, I don't know if that is Kate or Nathan, but either way, it's a good track. The truths about, spending time on the internet and so on and so forth, and not going around with your mates, that is very true. Very sad cases we are today. We just sit around, do absolutely nothing. We never go out. We don't know what outdoors is, It's like some kid said on a joke once, look at me, friend, daddy, mummy, I got an iPod, or this pod, a C pod, a D pod, and I got this and I got that, and and then the dad, I'm sure, turns around and says, when I was young, we had the outside, and that was pretty good too. So anyway, it's a good track. It does say about what's happening today, growing up, and growing up really is not as, growing up is fun, but once you've grown up, it's not so much fun. I like it. Usual things that I would say about this as well. It's pretty good. Keep working on the home studio, the sounds and things like that. I'd like to hear some more stuff. The lyrics are okay, it does it justice. It tells the story the way it does. I like it. I will play this song again. Actually, this is the second time I'm playing this song this week, so don't get me wrong by thinking that I'm not going to like it, okay?